mean, yeah. I mean, long as the Mixx network will have us,
Yeah, we're gonna try to get this going and try to make it more of a more of a thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Of course. I got a question. Eat fruit.
Absolutely.
I don't know where that question just came from. It's random. It's a random.
I mean, well, no, that's a good question these days because fruit. Well, I think fruit's still safe.
Well, is it an art to buy fruit? Can you just walk in and regressive? Because I seen a woman yesterday just kind of fondling the bananas, man, and I felt like she molested the bananas.
There's a method to the madness.
We just go in and grab some leaves.
Nah, man.
Because I felt bad. Like I felt like she molested the bananas, but she was there fondling the bananas.
The good thing about growing up with your grandparents is you learn like you gotta kind of touch up the fruit.
That's got to fondle. What's the crime? You just can't go in there fondling. Why I want to go in and
that is the only place where you can do that and it's cool.
But I don't want to go in
and the fact that you, first of all, we're using this word because you said it, so I'm just running with it.
I'm just saying, I don't want to go in and buy no cabbage after Suzanne and went in and found. I don't know what her hands
You don't just go home and cook cabbage. I hope not. You don't just have the bag to the pot. That's nasty.
I don't want her hands being. I don't want to go in there, but I don't want to go in food line and buy no cabbage after Suzanne digging in her nose before you got the car.
First of all,
but you ever been in the food line? Okay, next time you go to the food line before you got the car, just sit in your car about 10 minutes, just people watch what people do before they get out their car and think anybody watching.
First of all, it's creepy. You just sit.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean, bro. It's not creepy.
You just have another conversation.
But it's not creepy, man. People funny.
I'm your friend, man.
It's not creepy. I'm just saying. Before you get out your car, just sit there and just watch the stuff that people do before they get out their car.
Listen, okay. I'm not saying they don't, but I'm just saying, as it pertains to cabbage. All right, let's just go with cabbage. You know they just out there, right? You just go and just touch it. Someone, you know what I'm saying? No, okay, yeah, you got a point, but that's why you clean it. When you get home, you wash it. You don't just cook it. You don't just put it in the pot.
How many times you went and walked in the grocery store, grabbed a grape, ate, and get walking?
No. No. Not as a grown man.
Yes, you have, bro.
No, I haven't. For that very same reason you just said.
Hey, my man. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, Mario, I'm just saying. Mario, I watch it before I get home, man. I'm just saying. I'm not just gonna go in the grocery store, grab no cabbage, go home, be like, yeah, it's going. I mean, first of all, I don't even eat cabbage. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's just a thought that I had in my head.
I'm just saying. In the produce section, most of the time, some of the stuff is just you can bare-hand it. So that's why, especially when you grow up in a black household, your grandma washed everything she got. I don't care what it was. If it went in plastic, it was washed. Apples, oranges. I see my grandma wash nuts, pecans.
Bro, there was outside.
Put them in and let them dry. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
And you're right. I got just a random question.
Just saying.
This is just a random question.
I get what you're saying. It's cool because vegetables mess people up. Some of the other food that we've been consuming here in the States has been a little tainted. I don't know what's safe to eat right now. It's a nice roll. Whatever you.
I mean, look. Okay, then you gotta touch your produce and make sure you got the good.
As pertains to the fondle question, you don't know why you said fondle, and let's just keep running with fondle. It's a weird word.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, okay. So basically, okay, fondle. I don't know where it came from. Just gonna roll with it. I'm just saying, if I go in there to buy, if I go in and buy some oranges, right?
Yep.
Okay. Of course, oranges, tangerines, and cousins. I get it. I'm going there, squish it, make sure it's
potatoes. You can't just go in there and pick a bag of potatoes up, throw it in your car, keep moving. Can't do it. You gotta check potatoes.
Bro, it's potatoes.
No.
9 times out of 10 it's going in something. Either mashed potatoes, green beans.
Potatoes, though.
Huh?
You don't want to buy a bag of bad potatoes. So that's why you gotta fondle what you pay, because you gotta make sure you ever bought a bad watermelon or something like that. You ever seen people checking watermelons? It's a scientific, like when they holding that watermelon and thumping it and hearing it, bro, that's purpose behind it. Now I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I don't know what any of that means. I do it because I see other people doing it.
So you just pluck a watermelon. You don't know what the hell you listening for. You just gonna pluck it because you seen John pluck it.
Yes, I seen the old white dude do it, and I've been plucking them ever since.
What are you listening for?
I do not know. I just know you pick it up. I don't know if you shake it, but he put it. I don't know what he was listening for. He put it to his ear. He thumped it a couple times, made a cool face, put it in the cart, walked off. I seen that when I was like 15. Doing there since.
Yeah, you don't want no soft potato. Well, first of all, the only potato is the French fry. And then by the time it's already went through the process, it's fries.
So when you get a steak, you don't think no baked potatoes, no
Fries. When I go to the restaurant, I say, y'all got steak. I look on the side, over there, where's the sides over there? They ain't got no fries, just ribs and bread.
I forgot, man. You eat chicken tenders in the restaurant, bro.
Bruh, wherever I go to the restaurant, I don't care where we going, I look for some chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I don't want no.
Swear we'll eat chicken tenders and I don't care what.
Bruh, I don't want none of that, bruh. I don't want no broccoli casserole. I want none of that. I want some
It
chicken.
could be a 5-star
Bruh,
restaurant.
I went to Aruba and ate some chicken tenders. You know what I mean? I went to the Bahamas. Chicken tenders. You know what I mean? Wherever I go, I need some chicken tenders, bro. I don't trust all that, brother. My thing is, if I can't spell it, I don't want it. So we got asparagus. I can't spell asparagus. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Bro, chicken tenders. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if it's on the kids menu. Chicken tenders. You know what I mean?
Asparagus was a good way to wait.
Chicken
You know
tenders.
how much food you missing out on, bro?
Bro, hey, good point. I can't miss one I ain't never had.
Touche.
I feel you. You know what I mean? That part. Hey, there's a size to it all. I can.
I got you.
Hey, you right, Auntie. I mean, hey, if you get a bad one, hey, Auntie, I don't know the signs. I don't like.
Man, you gotta start paying attention to old people, man. Old people will lead you there, bro. Like just like you said, you observe people in the parking lot. Like take that creepiness in the food.
So your,
check with the old people.
so your vocabulary. First of all, Erica, my vocabulary is very intense. I can spell chicken tenders. So how about that? I know what I can spell. I can spell everything I eat.
When was the last time you had a good steak? Like a well seasoned.
2 weeks ago.
Where'd you have it?
Food line. I had some steakums. That count, don't it? Bro, hey, it's all the same. It's all the same, bro, Ham. But like I said, I'm not a big steak eater. I'm not really big on
So
steak.
okay, outside of chicken tenders, what's your like go-to? Like
Probably a burger. And honestly, like I'm gonna keep it all the way blue face hunters. Only reason why I don't eat steak is because I don't know how to order steak.
okay, well,
As far as medium well done, I don't know how to order steak. So because I don't know how to order it in the different ways that it come, I stay away from it because it's so many different ways that steak can come. I don't know the different ways to order it, so I just stay away from it.
I mean, bro, it's how you want to eat it.
I don't know the correct way to eat it.
I mean, it's pretty cut dry, like it's well done, or where you talking about all them. That's okay. Well, steak eaters take it serious, like as far as how they want their steak prepared. But just start out, just say well done. Just get it, just get steak. Then after that, you get, you'll get around enough people to tell you, bro, don't eat it well done. Da, 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 da. You get, especially around steak eaters. Like steak eaters, do not eat a steak well done. Again, we're gonna keep it square one with you. Get steak well done, man.
All right, so I'm gonna get a steak well done. Then I'm gonna do a live broadcast from.
Just go somewhere you know how to do it because you don't want to be chewing with you.
Okay, Mario said try medium well. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the restaurant and I'm gonna order a steak. I'm gonna go live from my first steak experience, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I ordered, and we're gonna go through this process live from me ordering the steak. And if it ain't good,
It's a steak.
you right.
You don't like the steak.
Okay, so like I said, we just want to go. I don't know how we got on that on the
The
brand.
whole food brand.
Yeah,
Sorry.
food brand.
That
We
was
apologize.
personal. We didn't even want
Sorry.
that to even spill over to the
So-
cameras.
Hey,
That was a personal conversation.
sorry. You know what I mean? That was a
You gotta
barbershop
stop
conversation.
saying that people going grocery stores. That's not,
Hey man, look, you know what I mean? You gonna shake the table with a well done steak. And I'm just saying though, man, hey, Moya, I don't know how to order it You know what I mean?
And that, see, if it's good, you don't need A1. If it's seasoned correctly, you don't. If it's a good steak, you're like, I'm an A1 eater. But if A1 eater sounds crazy.
You is. That sounded real, X-rated. Just don't know where it came from. They don't know where it came from.
A1 steaks.
Colo.
It was Colo.
I don't know where it came from.
But no, I'm just saying, like, as pertains to steak, A1 is my, because Heinz 57 is don't.
I like Heinz though, man.
I don't know what that's like. Heinz 57 is made of sadness.
What you mean?
Turmoil and
A1 is watery.
Heinz is depressing. Like you eat Heinz 57 and hear that In the Arms of an Angel song in the background.
Bro, who goes, bro, Heinz 57 is tart. Heinz 57 to lock your esophagus up, man.
Heinz 57 was made by kids in a sweatshop. This is a depressing steak.
Like Mario said, A1 eaters wild work. And this what I'm saying, man, this guy.
Hey,
man.
my bad. Hey, listen, man. It was a steak, man. We talking about steak.
Yeah.
First of all, no, it's not me. That's just y'all. I'm not gonna take that. That's y'all. Y'all the ones nasty.
Hey, Erica, they heaven forbid. See what I'm saying? So we gonna transition. We gonna pivot from A1 eaters. You know what I mean? Because anybody eating no A1s over here. You know what I mean? So we gonna get into what the topic of the live was, which was single women with kids. So single women with kids, do you think that's a turnoff or a deal breaker for a man without kids?
Well, no. I would say no. I mean, of course that depends on the man, but I would say generally no. We're talking about 1 or 2. Now you got like 6, 7 kids. I mean, you know, like.
Yeah,
but even then,
you got a group home.
Yeah, that's a lot. But even then, sometimes you know, dudes are still, you know. So I don't think that's necessarily a turn
I don't think it's a turn off. I think it just depends on the kid's dad. Because if he's stirring up trouble and he's bouncing in and out, I think that can kind of be a deterrent from the new guy. Because he ain't going to put up with that crap, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're going into a ratchet situation like that, obviously that's probably going to push you away.
Do the age of the kid, Mario said depends on his, exactly, depends on his patience.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if I'm trying to date this woman, she got 1 or 2 kids, I'm cool. Well, it just depends on, number one, the age of these kids. You know what I mean? Because if they teenagers, they pretty much self-sufficient. You know what I mean? I ain't really got to do a whole lot. You know what I mean? But if they young, I might have to kind of second guess that. I'm like, okay, so my first question gonna be is, are there fathers who get Colo? Okay, who gives a from a single woman point of view? If you don't like me because I have more kids with 4 baby daddies, we'll keep on pushing it. I don't say kick rock, don't need no man to be. Colo, I understand that point of view. I mean, like I said, so what I'm saying is, it's like,
that's real, Colo.
It is. It is. But she got to have things in order with her baby. Exactly, with her baby daddy. Because my thing, he might be mad because I'm trying to date his baby mom and he coming around stirring no trouble. Who wants to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're going into a ratchet situation, obviously you're going to have your caution about yourself. Like, if you focus, my comment didn't make sense. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
we got you. But yeah, I definitely like if you like the girl like that. Now, if she tell you she has these kids off the rip, that's one thing. But if she kind of hold it and you kind of find out, they can shake things up. So I think if y'all just talking and shit, say, hey, I got mother of 3 kids, you got a decision to make right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel her enough to. Because if you take her, you obviously gonna have to sooner or later you have to deal with the kids.
Well, see,
depending on how serious y'all. Now, y'all just, if it's just one of them things where it's just
See, and I've always had that take, man, and maybe it's just my thought process, man, because when you date a woman with kids, right? And maybe it's me, and I hope the comment corrects me if I'm wrong, but just my mentality, man. Technically speaking, those kids are not your responsibility until y'all get married.
That's true.
Those kids are not your responsibility while dating.
So, are you talking about? Wait a minute. So, let me let's clarify the question. when you say deal breaker, are you saying like as far as just dealing with her at all, or
relationship,
like going like
moving forward, like
this
okay,
long time?
yeah. So like because you know, as a single mom, come with your own kids. I mean, I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. So my thing is, as far as a deal breaker, like, at what point should you let it be known that you have kids? Because, like, okay, because during the initial conversation of us getting to know each other, I feel like that's pertinent information.
You might want to let that
Not
be known.
okay. We get to know each other. We kicking it. Oh yeah. By the way, I got 6. Huh?
I mean, that's why I said you definitely want to get that out. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, because you 6.
I don't think
you got a first grade classroom.
I don't think nobody gonna hold that. Like, first of all, if you're a guy and you ain't asking questions like that in 2026, that's crazy. But I just feel like that kind of information is probably gonna be in the initial, markup, so that way you know what you want to get in. Like if she tell you she got 4 or 5 kids and you still press forward, then that's kind of your fault. You know what you went into. That's why, Yeah, but it depends on that one. That's why I said when you said deal breaker, are we talking about if this just an arrangement where we hooking up and we just doing a thing, or we talking about going the distance?
Going the distance.
Okay. Because if it's just a sexual arrangement, that's easy.
Yeah, because it's like, well, that's different. If it's a sexual arrangement, come when they go to sleep. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to go over there and watch no damn Power Rangers, no Paw Patrol, no Blues Clues. I'm not trying to watch no TV with your kids. Call when they go to sleep.
You rather go up there and drink up all the Capri.
I'm drinking all the juice. You know what I mean? Call when they go to sleep. I'm not interested in hearing about your daughter's day at school. You know what I mean? I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean?
Snacks low, man.
That's, like I said, that's if that's your arrangement, and that's for the guys. Make it known up front what you want. You know what I mean? Because that in turn falls on the guys too. Because as a guy, you can't make it seem like you want to go the distance, but in turn, in hindsight, that ain't what you want.
Okay, first thing first. As it pertains to the initial question, I don't think it's a deal breaker if everything's on the table. Now, if you come out 2-3 weeks later, which is crazy not to know, but if you come out 2-3 weeks later after we done, and then you like, oh yeah, by the way, I got whatever kids. Okay, that might be okay. Why are you telling this on the time? Now, as far as that part, what you just said, a lot of guys are guilty of that.
A whole lot of guys are,
and it's like you don't have to do that though.
But I feel like that's most of the time when guys end up doing that, I don't feel like that's their intention. I feel like they actually start off, if there's a sleeping arrangement, which I've been there, the person never came in my house. You did that shit from.
Well, okay, that was your rules, Coach. That's your rules for this, and I applaud that. I definitely appreciate just keeping it away from the crib. Having said that, there are a lot of females that don't. You know what I'm saying? Their house is their house, and their kids, when they put them up, and they feel like that's just it. But kids hear everything, see everything.
Exactly.
So, but I applaud that. If you did your stuff away from the crib, that's cool. But there are a lot of females who don't, and there are a lot of males who definitely don't care.
Exactly. So, and then cause also, like I was saying, I feel like most guys the more interesting question is, what does dating a parent actually require? Okay, Ms. Williams, that's a great question. It requires a whole lot. It requires a whole lot.
Okay, well, dating a parent don't require too much.
What you mean?
She said dating.
Okay, so if you dating a parent,
yeah,
you have to realize that you always gonna be second fiddle.
Well, we dating is not that serious anyway. So I'm not
what you mean?
I mean, about being second fiddle.
Okay, if you dating, then obviously you should date that woman. You shouldn't have multiple dating partners. If you dating her.
Okay, first of all, that depends on the arrangement. Second of all,
ain't no contract.
Like
ain't no contract.
We dating. That don't mean that's not a commitment there. We dating unless we verbally say, okay, yeah, we locked in like that. We just dating.
It's technicalities. See that
it's
right
not
there.
Even not just being honest. I mean, it's not like, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying I'm out here just. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, shameless. No, I ain't doing it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You know what? It's about, it's what cameras in here, then they're going to jail.
I'm just saying.
Look, fellas, don't get into the weeds of the technicalities. If you dating one person, date that one person because that's when the water get murky. That's when the water get murky. The water get murky.
If it's an understood thing that you're dating, then will absolutely lock in with that person. But if it's not,
until the emotions get involved. I date Crystal on Saturday, then I go out with Sherry on Sunday, then I go out with LeBron on Friday. All of a sudden, if I keep that rotation going, somebody gonna get emotionally attached. Then they gonna wonder why I'm dating multiple women. Then they gonna feel like they're being played because even though
you tell them that you date multiple women.
it doesn't. Oh, okay, I'm just saying I can make it perfectly known, perfectly clear. I don't want nothing serious.
I think age and stage in life matters. My daughter's
My daughter's friend zoned that guy because he had a kid, but she's 18. Okay, cool.
That's cool.
It's cool. She didn't want to get serious.
Yeah, that's fine.
So she friend zoned.
That's fine.
It's fine. My thing is, you can be perfectly transparent. I don't want no girlfriend. I'm a casually date. The problem is when you start doing girlfriend things with a friend, that's when it gets murky. So so how do you keep the two separate? I can't put in girlfriend time with the friend and then try to still keep it we friends.
Communication.
That don't mean a damn thing, man.
Yeah, it do.
Okay. The only way that works is if you talk.
No, you actually communicate.
I can talk into
The
a
problem
room.
with a lot of men
Is we communicate physically.
I was just gonna say the only way that works is if I don't sleep with her.
The problem with a lot of men is we feel like we can communicate physically.
Every man's love language is sex. I don't give a damn what test you take on Facebook. I don't care what your love language say, gifting, hugging, touching, feeling, gift by bullshit. Every man's love language is sex.
Communication, like literally verbally saying what things is, what this is, what we got going on, like.
All that sound good if you in college. Every man's love language is sex.
That's
you know what I mean?
I promise you.
My
Like,
man,
if more men did that.
you gotta be transparent more than honest. Okay. Bruh, every man's love language, bruh. Why do you think men get over a relation that physical? Why do you think men move on faster from a relationship than a woman? Because it's their physical attachment.
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said you have to literally verbally words.
Okay, so if I tell this woman, you know what, I love you, but my actions don't say I love you. What does that mean? Word don't mean nothing.
Not in that case, no. What I'm speaking on is I'm talking in that case, no. When we talking about as far as love and that's totally different. What I'm saying is, as it pertains to dating, like we were talking about.
Okay.
If you dating one woman and you say,
Okay.
hey, whatever, y'all cool.
Mm-hmm.
You meet another woman and you say, hey, we ain't serious. You do you, I do me. Whatever we hook up.
Okay.
This is what I mean by community. So that way, it's no mix up in. Don't think what I got going on is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay, and that's perfectly fine. But what happens when all of that's fine and dandy, but then she gets feelings? What happens then?
That's on you. That's on you. If you not see that right there is what a lot of dudes do. During headlights. I don't know what to do now. No, keep communicating.
Well, but
if you know you're not gonna take it that serious with that woman, why do you keep leading on? That's what a lot of dudes do. Be physical. We are cavemen, grunts, pointing at stuff, colors, simple stuff. That's a circle. That's a square. It's a triangle. Man, the simple stuff. But the problem is the communication. And there's a huge difference between dating a 25-year-old with 3 toddlers and dating a 50-year-old whose children have mortgages.
Hey, that grown man with that mortgage is grown. That grown man, that grown man with that mortgage, he wear a black suede cologne. He can fix your sink. He can fix your sink. He a deacon.
Man, that man got a Draco Noir stash.
That man drive a Cadillac. They got 89,000 miles on the hill and drive on Sunday. You know what I mean? That's a grown man. You know what I mean? That's a good. Y'all got
Black suede.
black suede. Y'all got to let it be known if you really act. That's what I'm saying. But I heard all that. I heard all of that. But communication means nothing if the other person catches feelings, because you can say that all day. Look, I'm actively dating. I got about 6 people I'm actively dating right now. Everything is
tough.
Everything is cool.
6 is tough,
Bruh. Everything is cool until somebody catches feelings, bro.
You're juggling 6, you might want to get tested.
But I ain't saying you sleeping with 6. I'm just actively dating.
Saying, bro,
Everything is cool until somebody catches feelings. Because when feelings get involved, that's when the water gets
So
murky.
what you saying is somebody catches feelings, you don't know how to tell them you good?
No, what I'm saying is, look, honey, I understand what you're saying. I know you starting to fall in love, and I get that. But like I told you 6 months ago, I ain't want no girlfriend, so I'm gonna need you to, pump them brakes on that car. I need you to chill out for a little bit.
Why can't you just say that?
You can't. You just said it.
What are you giving the catch feelings over the?
What are you giving them to catch feelings over the? Hey, Mario.
Well, that was a live. Hey, Herb, that was a live.
Mario.
That was a live right there, bro.
Mario, what I'm gonna tell you, Mario, what I'm gonna tell you is
that was a live right there. That was off the backboard too.
Mario, I need you to listen carefully. Elephants don't swat flies. Let that marinate. Time is everything, bro. You ain't gotta get no time.
Confusion.
Men who don't have.
Oh wait.
Hey, Erica, this is a professional podcast, Erica.
Wait a minute.
Don't take my damn glasses off.
See, I was gonna take that. Men who don't have regular plans. Like,
Men
be confused when the woman jump out the bushes.
Hey, men who don't have
Very true though.
Men who don't have regular.
Very true statement.
I gotta read it. Men who don't have regular ink be passing it out like the government cheese, and then be confusing when the woman jump out the bushes.
Yeah.
So put your hand
sir, you put your
in your chest and
Hey, you just that's 2 buttons you pressed. And one was in the chest and one was in that was 2. You pressed 2 buttons in it. So yeah, that's the crazy button. But again, okay, first of all, I feel like as a man that's kind of slanted. That's a loaded situation. Okay.
But you did it.
But still, okay.
You can't. In certain rooms as a man, you cannot have step, and that's the bedroom and the kitchen.
Yeah. So I'm just saying
I can't cook, so the other room got to be.
It's my fault. You crazy?
Hey, there's some good brain off anything. Miss Williams, I don't know what you meant by that conversation. I'm gonna assume you meant the conversation talking about some brains. So I'm not even going. I'm not.
Wait a minute.
There's some good brain off entertainment. No deep thinking required.
Okay,
This is
I know what you was thinking.
Okay, Miss Williams. I'm with you, Miss Williams. I'm gonna get your church fan for tomorrow.
That's a compliment.
I'm assuming. Thank you, Miss Williams.
Appreciate you.
But can't pass the grade. You're right, Mario. But see, that's where it gets tricky. Because if you don't give off grade A, you're gonna get talked about.
Yeah, I'm just because where's the gray area? I'm confused. Like, so
it ain't one. Because if you go in there, if you go in there with like Pepe Le Pew, you're gonna be topic of conversation.
Wait a minute, hold on. Disrespect my boy Pepe name. We can't do that.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't go in there skipping.
Wait a minute. Pepe was a borderline racist, though. It's not racist, rapist. Because Pepe was just out here just grabbing chicks. He was just, as soon as he just.
But I mean, stinking and all.
Yeah, bro. He was aggressive. He was.
I
my bad. Get back to where we was going.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, I appreciate it, sweetheart. I appreciate the compliment,
but no, you're right. Where is the cutoff? Like,
no cutoff.
How do you separate? Okay, so you go into the situation. Okay, I can't give her all. I'm just give her a C plus. I can't give her an A. I give her like a B minus or something. Like,
but you can't because my thing is that how you can't because if you don't give her the don dilly, you're gonna be in the group chat being talked about. But then if you give her if you give her the Macho Man Randy Savage, like Erica said, off the top elbow drop, she gonna be jumping out of the bushes, coming to your job. You know what I mean? Her and your mom gonna be picking flowers, going to the damn going to the grocery store buying produce together.
Well, that's why I said what Erica said wasn't fair. because you can't help what you do. Okay, you gotta
Y'all have moved the role play, and y'all think that's just cool. Who role playing?
I'm just no. It's just you. Listen, when a man is in that situation, he is going for the fences. He is Barry Bonds in his prime. He is trying everything in his power to put this ball in the lake.
And I'm gonna give a real heartfelt comment to y'all ladies, and this is no disrespect at all. I love all women. I got a mom and two sisters. You know what I mean? This is real comment. The reason why men folk do what they do is because it's an unwritten competition that all men have within themselves when they get to that particular room, because every man in his brain feels like he has to outdo the last man that woman was with. The woman might not even said anything in regards to the last man she was with, but every man feel like he got a point to prove. You know what I mean? And in his mind, he has to outdo the last man that you was with. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't even had no conversation in regards to the last thing you experienced, what this man did, how he made you feel. That conversation ain't never took place. But psychologically, he's going the extra mile because in his brain, he has to be the best you've ever had. In order for him to achieve that, he has to trick himself to be better than your ex.
Well, okay,
And that's just a war within himself.
just to add to that, I'm not gonna take away from it. It's something that may be motivation for some men.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
I would personally like to say,
Colo, you know what I mean? Like I ain't telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm lying or something.
I just want to add to what he said, and it's just for some men that is motivation. Myself personally, I don't give a damn about the last dude.
I ain't saying you.
What we got going on is me,
Bruh, ain't no.
and you. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about. This is not in my. I'm just here to do, like you said. I'm here to do my best. I don't care about. I am not concerned about the chores, right? I ain't none of that.
But when she eye then y'all and tell you to make sure the door is locked on your way out, and then she walks to the shower and you standing there confused and feeling like a used tool. Hey, if that's the arrangement, then get my $200 and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Hey, and I'm gonna steal some of your son's goldfish on the way out. You know what I mean? I'm all at you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what the arrangement is, I'm gonna steal some of them little fun side pack of Oreos I seen on the way in
I was
here.
trying to figure out what the bad part in there was. I was confused. What happened? Look at was that a bad thing? Because I read it wrong.
I'm gonna steal about 2 bags of Funyuns, some of them fun size Oreos. So tomorrow when you pack your little son's lunch, you go think he ate them. I'm on the way to the crib, Funyun crumbs everywhere.
Man going under your kitchen sink to your little food line bag, plastic bag stash. Ain't gonna fill it up with your snacks. Like and just walked up.
I ain't even gonna lock your door when I leave. So Eric, I'm trying to understand, like, well, like I said, maybe that was the arrangement. You know what I mean? Maybe, hey.
I mean, that just depends on the arrangement. Because it could be bad if you were expecting more. You know what I'm saying? That could be
40.
Nah, that's his going rate.
Not for sale, Francis.
Hey, I'm just
Hey, I'm just
when
saying.
he was out here in these streets, that was his going rate.
I ain't never been in these streets.
200 when he was.
I ain't never been in these streets.
What hitch now?
Hey, I am happy. I ain't never been in these streets. I don't want those.
40 is crazy though. 40 is dark.
Bro, I didn't realize, bro, and this is no disrespect to nobody, bro. I didn't realize they got to the point where people degrade themselves for such little. Like, when did the price of your dignity get so low? And this is not no shot at nobody, man, but has it got to the point where your self-worth has got that low to where you...
That ain't like that's a say that. That's not a lot of people doing that. Though. You know if that makes sense. That's more of a just keeping it a band. That's just some hood shit. Like that's not no self-respecting woman out here selling it for $40.
I understand. You know what I mean?
Like this is not. Now I'm not saying they ain't selling it, but they ain't selling it for $40. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm
just, hey,
I'm just saying, $40 is crazy. $40,
right, if
two
you-
20s, 14s.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro.
That's
That's
20. That's 20.
that's tough. Talking about 2 pair of socks.
And you know what's crazy? In Walmart, there's 2 pair of socks.
That's 2 pair of socks.
That's what's up.
I'm just saying, man. $40 is that's for that. Yeah, that's man.
That's the price for junkies. The junkie. Hey,
Do you know wars have been fought behind that, and you selling it for $40?
it's hey.
$220. That's tough, bro. Man,
A monkey $40. And man, how do you set the price though? Nate knew that was.
Hey, look, man.
Hey. But you know what though? What baffles me is.
She said Nate knew Stoney needed to. He did.
Okay, what's your question though?
Nate knew
Okay,
Stoney needed
so
to break it.
it's easy to Andrew Jackson.
Two Andrew Jacksons.
It's easy to say, okay, you did this, you got paid for it, you a prostitute, right?
Unless you got a camera.
So it's called content then? They still a prostitute. I don't know if they got. But
Saying.
okay, answer me this.
That's what they call it.
Say the same thing happens, same activity, the same thing, but you pay a bill instead. She's still a prostitute.
Okay, that's like premium sugar daddy talk.
He said, what you mean?
That's like upper echelon shit.
What you mean? You got something.
That is it.
You pay the Boost Mobile bill for her phone bill. Is it still prostitution? Yes or no? Simple question. Your money didn't change hands, but you paid due power. You paid water bill. You paid the bill. Is it still the same
That
thing?
is a sugar daddy loophole.
Ow!
It's technically just because you just know. I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing.
Niggas be homosexual. Well, hey, hold on now. Where did that comment come from? I asked about, you know, hey, did the comment come through that I didn't see?
But no, like, but
Hey, boy, it's work at that point.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question. If
I'm
the same activity happens, but you,
I don't know why I want to agree with you on some level, but I can't because it's the same thing.
if the same thing happens, but instead of you giving her $40,
Can we stop saying 40? Because that's really
okay,
that's crazy.
Instead of you giving her currency, you go pay a bill for her in exchange for whatever just happened.
What bill you pay?
It don't matter. You water bill, you put some gas in the car. I mean, you put some Lunchables, whatever you did. You went and did something in exchange for what just happened. Is it still considered prostitution? Yes or no?
I think any type of I think I would like to say that's advanced. What you're doing is crazy.
Y'all thinking for shelter. Erica, God, dog. Man.
Hey man, listen, there are men out here who do that. So we can't. I'm not even gonna do that to this dudes out here. Hey, you gotta get it how you live, man. Hey man, listen. If you out here doing that for your life, put your back into it, man.
First of all, this was not the angle that this conversation was supposed to go in. We were talking about is a deal breaker to date a woman with kids.
You know, rabbit holes.
We didn't bust it open for Duke Power was crazy, man. We didn't went all the way left.
They do. It happens though. That's why he said what he said. Because there's dudes out here that'll pay a bill as opposed to just putting the money in your hand. They feel like it makes them feel better.
Well, look, we're gonna pivot back to
That's crazy.
is a deal breaker, man. I don't know how we got in the car and went across the street.
The chat.
Yeah, the chat, y'all. But I'm gonna need y'all to.
I still feel like that's craziness with that bill paying. Same thing. It's the same thing.
Because if I get her the money, she gonna pay the bill.
Yeah.
Or I gonna pay the bill. Bills still got paid. Back on track. Real question. Okay, are our lives, responsibilities, expectations compatible? And to be real, that's a question everybody should be asking when they date, kids or no kids.
Back on track to the real question. Our lives, responsibility, expectations compatible. And I mean, well, if that question applies if you if you're trying to be serious. Like if you're trying to date someone and you trying to make it stretch, like as far as longevity, yeah, those questions are very important. You need to know the answers to those questions, especially if you're in it for the longevity. If you just in it for a good time, like we were saying, you don't might not necessarily have to go that deep with it. But if you're trying to be with this person for the long haul, you definitely want to make sure all in line up.
But I also feel like it's some men that might like how the woman look, that they sometimes make their lives compatible to the point where they can form to what that woman can form to what that woman likes or says to make it make sense. I'm 38, come with your own kids because my uterus has retired.
There you go. Exactly. See, that's something that you definitely want to discuss, pregame. Because if you get with a guy, like you just said, if you get with a guy and that's what's his intentions, then that's definitely something you might want to put on the table. Like, hey, man, if that's what you're trying to do, ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's one of them pregame conversations you have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you get that out the way now. You know what I'm saying?
So you need to live with them and their kids before you decide you want to stay or not.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely, bro. You got to.
So you think before y'all decide,
you got to have that. You got that. Why would you not have that? Especially if it's if the family was already established and you're a new face coming into it. Now, if y'all been doing it for years, that's one thing. Y'all done. But yeah, if it's one of them situations where you going in with the family already established, you definitely want to have some time in there to determine.
Yeah.
Okay, whether we going.
But you're also taking a risk because what if you get established? Because most women take time before they want their child to meet him.
Yeah.
So basically, she gets herself established first. Then that's when gradually she meets the child meets the guy. The problem is what happens when the child meets the guy and the child don't like the guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Then it's like, okay, then we have another situation. You know what I mean? Because like, okay, why would you have them live in there? Exactly, Colo. You know what I mean? So then it's like, what happens if the situation changes to where you built this relationship with this guy, everything is going smooth, then when you finally introduce him to said guy, your child doesn't like him. Do you sacrifice your relationship for the child, or do you cut ties with this man that you built a relationship with? You know what I mean?
Just to kind of answer Colo's question, what I meant by that was, in the event that y'all are locked in like that, meaning y'all have, I would personally think if you're the new guy and you're coming into this family, you want to definitely be sure because you love the woman, but you don't want to love the woman, get into the house, and then things change. Because some men are like that. You love the woman, you might not necessarily love the situation. That's why I say just to cover all your bases, because you don't want to get into a situation where y'all take it to another level and then you want to back out because you can't deal with the house. You can't deal with the, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're there. It's different when you still got your house and you can go back and forth and you ain't got to live in the house. But when you actually live there and you see how things go, it might be a little different. That's what I meant by that, Colo. It was no disrespect. That's what I mean by he could love you to death, but he might not necessarily love the situation as far as the house. You know what I'm saying? Which, again, that would be a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's all I meant. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Just trying to clarify a little bit.
Makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's definitely one of those situations to where I agree. You definitely need to see if you can sustain your relationship by being there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can be wrong. Like, that's a tough one when you talking about that situation as far as moving into, especially if you're combining families, where you already have your kids and she's got her kids. Now y'all trying to combine to make one household. It's a lot to go into that. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure.
I think it's actually risky too, man, because now y'all two get along great. You got to wonder if y'all kids gonna cohabitate. If y'all kids gonna get along. What if you don't like their living standards? See, exactly. That's another thing, because you might not like how she live. She might not like how you are. You know what I mean? But when you living together, you learn each other's quirks. You know what I mean? You might not like how she do things. So it's a lot that you learn. Men are always quick to move in. That ain't always true, Colo. That ain't always.
That's the reason the kids don't like them. It's valid reason they make the kids feel uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, if the kids, obviously now.
Some kids. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
some kids might not like him simply due to the fact that he ain't their daddy.
Yeah.
He ain't done nothing. He a good dude. Yeah. He respect them. He respect you. He work. He pay bills. The kids simply just don't like him simply due to the fact that he's not their dad. Yeah. Simple as that.
Now, if it's a legit reason, that's one thing. But if it's one of them situations where the kids just don't like him, that's where it can get a little chippy.
Exactly.
Because you got kids on one hand and your man on the other, or vice versa, kids and woman. So,
because I've seen situations to where the kids didn't like him solely because he wasn't their dad, and the respect and the disrespect was crazy. Like, the man didn't have a chance because the kid came into the dad. He came in with just no respect. Like, the kid didn't respect him. Wasn't no chance of him respecting him at all, because the child had his mind made up. You ain't my dad. I'm not gonna respect you. I don't care what my mama say. Like that relationship had no chance of them going anywhere, because.
And well, see, that's the mama's fault. If that kid was old enough to be saying and doing all that, if the mom was really feeling that guy like that, it should have been a conversation with her kid. Because if the kid is outwardly basically just saying I don't like him, then and the mama like him, she's got to have a conversation with her child, like, why don't you like him? Like, you know what I'm saying, something. As opposed to just
the parent can be sneak this into the kid all because they ain't with him.
That too. Yeah, it'll be the other parent feeding the kid some, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if the child going back and forth. The child is still going to spend time with his pops. Yeah. The pops like, hey man, you like old boy? He okay?
Yeah.
He ain't me. So now he's feeding the child all this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and if you are a father in that situation, let the child make their own decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the child get a feel for his mom's new man or whatever, and be fair. Let that child make a justifiable decision on whether or not he want to build a relationship with the mom's new boyfriend. Don't sway the child's decision on the relationship with the new guy.
Yeah, like using the child as a pawn is low.
It is, man.
Like telling your kid negative stuff, knowing how your kid, especially if your kid really rock with you, if your kid really love you like that as a mom or dad or whatever, and you're using that influence to make the other parent's life, crazy. Like that's
you're right, Mario. Cool. And I think it's kind of worse for the ladies though, in a sense, because like if a man start dating another woman, women have a fear.
Yeah, depending on how.
But men kind of cool though,
Yeah, most of the time.
Men have simple rules. All I'm gonna tell you to do is, dog, respect my child and don't put your hands on him. That's pretty much how I think it depends
on the severity of the relationship. Depending on how you and your baby mama's relationship was, is going to determine how you handle that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just said every man should be on that. Like, just take, you know what I'm saying? Don't get out of pocket, basically. That's at the end of the day. But that definitely has a if you was in love with your baby mama and y'all had a long relationship, then y'all break up and she doing her thing, you doing your thing, it might be a little different than just a baby mama. Just somebody where you got together and
like Mario said, especially if it's a major upgrade for her. You right. You right, dog.
I'm telling you, like, if he now with dudes, now I will say that. I will give you that. With men, it's more of a thing for a woman to be mad at the upgrade than the man to be mad at the upgrade.
Yeah.
Like the man might talk shit with his boys, but he ain't gonna say nothing outwardly about this nigga being better. I ain't about to give you that.
No.
I'm not about to say that.
give you this
I will give you the satisfaction. No. Like, but a woman will be more outwardly saying or angry if it's a clear upgrade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now the upgrade word can be a little, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a clear upgrade where, you know, the bag is totally different, you know, she's physically different, like whatever, like, yeah, it's going to be
And that's to
something.
the point where I can't even have my child around you.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. Like again, a man will take that. Like if the woman upgrades to a man that look better, you know, bigger bag, whatever. Yeah, the man gonna have his little say his little stuff, but it ain't gonna be to her.
It's our pride.
Yeah, it's the pride.
Because I ain't gonna let you know you better than me.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, we'll tell our homeboys at the barbershop.
I'm not-
We'll tell our homeboys.
Man, listen.
I'm not gonna look my child
Oh,
in the
you
face.
can't tell her that. You ain't gonna let her know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna ever talk about him because you can't.
What can you say?
This nigga winning. You can't say too much. You can't talk about him.
But what really set it off is if the child start all of a sudden popping up with new stuff.
I mean, but that's gonna happen. Like you know, when your son come back, like I'm talking about decked out, and you know you ain't bought none of that shit.
All of a sudden you go pick your son up from school. He got new Jordans on,
Yeah.
new outfit, new clothes.
And you know where it came from.
I appreciate it, Miss Williams. And all of a sudden your child start talking about.
Hey, man. Steve bought that.
Yeah.
Man cleaned the head. Yeah. Showing you was sixes and shit, yeah.
Hey, Maria said, all new retro.
Hey,
dog.
bro, look, all new retro. He just tapping the son. Hey, Steve, get you that. Yeah. Ain't I afraid. Man.
Hey, Daddy, guess what? What?
Man.
Saturday, Steve got me a PS5.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, but you know ain't nothing you can say or do.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
You know what I'm saying? But a woman will find a way to hate. And that's just being real. I'm not pointing the finger at y'all, not trying to start nothing. That's just how y'all get
And the
down.
difference is, Steve is gonna upgrade man. A woman is gonna upgrade him.
Yeah.
So now, not only is man gonna look different, then man gonna look different.
Yeah.
So now when baby mama starts seeing him, not only is man fly, he fly. You know what I mean? And then baby mama like, oh, so she buying you stuff too? Yeah, that's gonna change the whole dynamic of everything.
Well, yeah, well, but see, no, in a lot of situations too. Now, I will give.
Fresh Fat Mario, yeah.
I will say that's true. When dude get with a woman that's an upgrade, she going above and beyond. But the same thing for depending on the man that the woman get with, he'll make sure especially if he knows she, like this is what dudes' pride and egos do. If he knows she going to see her ex, he gonna make sure she damn
dicked out.
Man, what? Oh, take my call.
Man, the better AU program. Man, hooping, dog.
Man hooping. And man trash.
Hey, man is horrible.
Man terrible.
But every game he got a fresh pair of shot threes on.
Ass.
Every game.
But he playing. Because he, you know what I'm saying? Because he them fees.
Hey, Mario, and guess who went every game? Steve.
Jerry man trash ass on. No, that man ain't gonna play. He missing layups.
But at the same time, even though man fresh now playing AAU, it's about the time that Steve putting in with man.
And that's what what hurt.
It's one thing when you see the product, when you see the clothes and the shoes and the haircut and the smell nice and the presentation, but knowing that boy is spending time with that dude.
Exactly.
That's the kicker. Like the other stuff is just dressing. That's just, you know what I'm saying? But knowing that Steve actually putting time in with man. To where sooner or later man calls Steve dead.
That part, that hurt. So now every time you call to ask for a man it, he's somewhere with Steve.
Exactly.
So it ain't just like, you know, they're gonna get a haircut. They gone to the mall. They gone to see wrestling. They gone to a basketball game.
Just time is being spent.
Time is being spent.
Time is being spent.
If a woman dates a man who doesn't take care of his kids, she's the problem.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So like
Absolutely.
you said, everything else is just addressing. It's that time that he's putting in with man.
Yeah.
Then that's when it hurts as to where, oh boy, come around and he hear man call Steve daddy.
Yeah.
Dad.
That's when it set in.
Yeah, he like, hey man. Now he gets mad at her. Oh, so you got man calling him daddy now?
No.
She like, no, man did it. Man did it on his own.
Man did on his own. He started calling him daddy last year. He just did it around you.
So, but as a man, there's nothing you can say about that. And the same thing about the woman.
I mean, well, yeah, same thing. But that's the thing, yeah, because kids do that too. They'll start, if
If that woman putting time in with your child,
they'll call her mama quick, and that pisses me. Boy.
So what's worse? If your son call this man daddy, or if your son call her mama, which one you think is worse?
It's always first of all, both of them are on the same page because it's always a stereotype about for whatever reason, women care more about their kids than fathers, which is crazy. That's been a stereotype for years.
Yeah.
Which given history, men ain't necessarily fought that stereotype because a lot of dudes do take fuck off. But that doesn't speak for all men. So I think it's really the same. I just think it just depends on how it's perceived. Meaning, like you said, if Steve is hey, listen. If Steve doing all that, covering all them bases as his father, you can't be mad at Steve.
You can't.
You can, because you can be a dick and be mad, like just trying, but you really can't. What can you be mad at? Nothing. Same thing with if the shoes on the other female, talking about the female. If my son calling my girlfriend mom, and you don't like it, why is he calling her mom? I didn't tell him to call her mom.
But if your girlfriend putting that time in, and she's actually playing, look at that, and she's actually playing
that's what I'm saying.
Actually playing the mom role.
The thing is, we've been down that road. That's why she did that, because my son started calling her mama early. Like when he was, I'm talking about with somebody, like that's when he identified his mama.
But the mom carried her baby. Both, but the mom, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think for a woman, it cuts deeper because, like Colo said, because I birthed you. How dare you call another woman mom, and I birthed you?
But because certain moms ain't shit, like certain daddies ain't shit. Like
True.
That's just a real thing. Not no disrespect to any mom who did their thing, and but certain moms, as we all know, like certain dads, shouldn't be mothers or shouldn't be fathers. So it's hard for you to expect that child to respect you on that level when you know you've been terrible to that child, and that child is of age where they can tell you they grew up. Now hear me out. If you're doing the best you can do, and you still locked in as a mother, meaning teaching them right from wrong, and you just happen to be struggling financially, that's one thing. We talking about the mothers who don't have anything to do with their kids. Push them off to babysitters, programs, football, whatever they can do to keep them away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't help them with homework, any problems, they don't want to talk to them. That's the mothers we talk.
Colo said, I'll kill her. So Colo, why you gonna kill her? So I'm just saying, Colo, if this woman is putting time in, and she's, I'm not gonna say taking your place, because nobody can take your place as a mother.
No.
You are a great mother.
Yes.
But if this woman is putting the time in, and she's actually playing that role, why is that an issue if your child start calling her mom if she's, a great woman and she's putting that time in doing that?
And that's only if you're a bad mother.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because nobody can physically replace you as a mother. Nobody will ever take your place.
No, if you're a good mom, your kid knows they're a good mom. Let's see, the mom's gonna call somebody else. See, that's the point we're making. Like, we know that because we know you. You know what I'm saying? Well, who we're speaking on, and we know, we got you. What we're speaking on is the mother who don't have what you just displayed. The fact that you came off like that let me know you a mother. Like,
exactly.
That just lets us know there are mothers who don't have that. That's who we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a difference between that display of motherhood and what we're talking about, which is absent. That's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of mothers who just like fathers who just don't care to be parents. They rather do.
Okay, Erica said play in key words. So you saying that you saying that because you are in a relationship with a man who has a child and you are not the biological mother, you don't think that you are warranted that title of being called mom, even though you putting the time in and active in that child's life? Is that what I'm understanding, Erica? Just to get some clarity on what you're saying, because you put playing in all caps, just to get some clarity on what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Now again, if the kid is calling that person mom or dad, I think it's hard to say that person's playing.
They rather raise someone else's children. They rather raise somebody else's children.
Oh, they start. I think I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yeah. But as far as what Erica was saying, I don't like. Yeah, if the kid has identified this person as a father or mother, I don't think that person is playing. Neglect their children's chasing behind that person. That's who we talking about.
Exactly.
That's exactly who we talking about. That parent, the parent who neglects their children to chase behind the person, or not even a person, just things.
Things.
It could be a person, but it's just whatever it is. That's what we talking about. Because there are parents who do that. There are parents who legit would just rather be in the world than be a parent. And even though you did everything in the world to be a parent, you knew what you was doing when you was becoming a parent. Baby get here, now you want to be somewhere else. Now you want to be in the world. Now you want to go live your life, but you got a whole child though. Like that's
you wonder why the streets raise them.
Exactly. And that's a whole lot of that, because we got a lot of friends that fell in that exact place my man just said, streets raised.
And then you wonder why, like I said, the streets raised them. You know what I mean? And now it's like, I know several people who parents was doing God knows what and be at home 2-3 days by themselves. Had to feed themselves, get themselves ready for school.
I'm talking about had to operate stoves.
Operate
before
stoves.
They old enough before they even should known how to operate stoves.
And we were kids.
Barely being able to see on top of the stove, making oodles and noodles type deal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like real time. Like it's been a lot of
Real talk.
Yeah,
But parents at the street.
parents out there.
You know what I mean? Like, and we're talking stuff that we seen, not stuff that we heard.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like,
So, come on now. What about the parent who? Yeah. So it's like this stuff that we know. You know what I mean? And then it's like you want to wait until the child get grown when you get yourself back together, and then you wonder why the relationship is tarnished.
Now that what we mean by that, now Eric, what we mean by now, of course, when you just know kids and you're around them, you become a positive influence. Lord knows I've been around I don't know how many kids, and without you even trying, they start to look up to you. You know what I'm saying? That's different as opposed to when you're in a relationship with a person and their kids start to look up to you because of the things you're doing for them, and not only that, you start to build a relationship with these kids. Because again, if you with the father or the father with the mother and they got kids, all these interactions and the smiles and the tears and all that's building something, whether you realize it or not. So, especially if you're in it for the long haul, like you gonna turn into that without you even knowing.
Exactly.
Indirectly, you're gonna grow into that.
And it's like, what you'll understand is, it's like, and I'm not comparing kids to animals. So just to understand what I'm saying, kids are like puppies. You know how people always say puppies can sense when somebody care about them. Dogs and puppies can sense fear, and puppies can sense when somebody loves them. Kids are the same. You know what I mean? Kids are innocent. So a child knows when somebody cares about them. A child knows when somebody, means them harm. And a child knows when somebody has their best interests at heart, because a child is innocent. You know what I mean? That's why I have not one lick of respect for anybody who takes a child's innocence. You know what I mean? And like Imp said, when you're doing the right thing by a child and you really have that child's best interest at heart, you don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to say a whole lot because that child knows that you love them, and it's your interaction with that child. Because when me and Don worked in the group home, we just had to be ourselves, and those boys gravitated towards us, and they didn't look at us like workers. They looked at us like mentors. They looked at us like father figures because we were the only father figures that they knew, and the court system had threw them away. Their own families didn't want nothing to do with them. So they didn't look at us as like workers. They didn't look at us like Mr. Lee and Mr. Bridges. Like we were pops to them. You know what I mean? Because we spent so much time with them. Like, and this is no joke, I spent so much time in the group home, I felt like I was in the group home because I would get to the group home Monday at 3 o'clock and I wouldn't leave until Saturday. So I spent every waking moment with those boys.
Yeah.
So you learn and you build that rapport with those young men, and ain't nothing worse than when a child comes to you and asks you why my mom don't want me. Like, do you know what that does to your heart as a man when a child says, I never knew my dad, and the only person I know is my mom, and my mom don't want me, so she took me, I got in trouble, and the court sent me here. I've been here 3 years, and I've never had a visitor, and my mom don't want me, so I'm just out in this world by myself, and I'm 13. I'm 13 years old in the world by myself, and I have nobody, and I'm 13.
I mean, we had them as early as
11.
I mean, that was in the beginning. Shout out to Mr. Charles Key too. Everything, but like, yeah, you put a lot of time in with I don't even like saying less fortunate. Just kids who had a bad run, man.
Exactly.
Kids don't have any control over what they're born into, and it's up to parents to they trust you. Like kids have no choice but to trust you because you're the adult, you're the big person. And to know a lot of kids' background as I do that came from some amazingly horrible situations, just their resolve as children, it makes you kind of look at yourself as an adult like, damn, I'm complaining over this and this kid went through that. It's crazy. Like, you know, because you don't expect to, well, for me, I didn't expect to run into the kids that we had. If kids had pretty much been up to, I don't think the right person coming into the family make a real difference in their lives. You look they are to parent. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. To answer that, Ms. Deborah Williams says, if kids have pretty much been left to figure things out on their own, can the right person coming into the family make a real difference in their lives, even if they aren't the parent? Absolutely.
Exactly.
Depending on the age of the child, I feel like I'm not even honestly know. It's just the impact.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the impact of that person, and if that child can see something real in that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like my man said, kids can kind of read that in people. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people that take advantage of children, you don't have any respect for because their kid trusted you.
Exactly. You built that trust.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, that child trusted you. You know what I mean? And then you just did what you did. Like me and Don's had the respect of those kids. That's why those kids ain't give us no trouble.
Exactly, Erica. I've had children tell me they wish I was their mom, and those were tough conversations. Those are my babies, and I'm gonna be there for. And I mean, it's the same thing with the group home kids, as my man said. But we've had
several conversations with kids about, you know, when they were up for adoption, or can we adopt, or how many kids you got, how's your house look. Like, these are conversations that I've had with several, and it rips your heart out because they're serious.
They're serious.
You put so much time in with them, laughing and joking and teaching and showing them something that they haven't seen. They really gravitate towards you, and they want to come home with you. They want to come live with you. They want to live the group home and be your son, or, you know, it was always males but never female. Mm-hmm. So it hurts when you, especially when you get that connection with them.
Exactly.
Because I know, like I said, we've had them from
6 to up to 13, 14, 16, 17, like up because they in the state, they in the system.
And then
So
mind
up
you,
until they were
and mind you, this was level 4.
Yeah, so I mean,
To where they like teaching us all these restraint holds and choke holds and all these type of defense techniques to if they get out of hand. They never gave us any problems.
It's just they teach you that because that's what they're used to. And these kids, some of them have violent tendencies because that's what they come from. That's what they're used to. Until you show them something different, never had a problem. Any of the most violent kids they said we could have had, we never really had any.
Never had a problem.
Issues just because we showed them something different. You know what I'm saying? That's not a brag. It's just the truth. A lot of the times, man, you just really got to be real with kids, man.
And mind you, we're not gonna call it names, but we was in level 4, and we had level 4, and all of the guys that we had were active gang members, and they were all from different gangs, and we had them all in the same house. This one was this gang, this one was this gang, this one was this gang. So we had five guys in the house, 5 different gangs, and it all from different gangs.
Mind you, all of them under 14.
All of them under 14, and it was tatted up. These were true gang members.
And these are all under 14.
All under 14, and they've been in the street. They years in the street, put in
from 11 to 14.
Put in work, and not just like some of the youth do now, throwing up gang signs and claiming. These young men put the work in, solidified gang members, and never gave me and Downs no trouble. Like they looked up to us like sir, and put the work in. Like me and Downs never had no problems out of them. But
yeah, I mean it's and again to me it's just being real with them. Don't get me wrong, it might start off a little ragged because they don't know you and they just responding off to what they used to as far as dealing with other staff. A lot of staff are dickheads. A lot of staff treat kids like their record shows. Like They just treat them like they've been treated. And that's not how you fix a situation. Like you got to show them something different. If you show them something different, you get different results. That's why we never had a problem with nobody. Like we've had kids fight staff. Not on our shift, but we've had legit these kids jump staff and do things.
We got a phone call. We was often got a phone call about one of the staff members locking themselves in the office, scared to come out.
Because of the kids. The kids just kind of scared in the office. That man locked in the office, but he locked himself in the office. Kids out there having the ball. They cooking food and everything.
I'm like, really? So we show up, like, really? So this what y'all doing?
It's just a respect, man. Like, I think appreciate you. Hey, shout out to Mixx Network, by the way. Look, we've been talking. We ain't even listen. This everything we got going on right now. Because you're right, the cameras are crazy, and we appreciate you coming.
I got a pimple on my face. Like, I saw from way back here.
Yeah, look,
we're using.
But this is the Mixx Networks. This is what we were talking about as far as being back in the studio, man. We're
in the studio.
This is great. The sound is crazy. We can see y'all. The interaction is great.
Exactly.
Yeah, as you can see, the chocolate is real shiny. You know what I'm talking about? It's real cool. Don't hate. You know what I'm saying? What they do to them baby? Oh man, who do to my baby? Oh well, listen.
This is a good platform with a brother. Hey,
we appreciate you.
We appreciate you so much. Tune in because it's a lot more coming from. It's a lot more coming from. Where it's coming from.
To answer your question, Eric, is that these kids come from
everywhere.
The stuff these kids come from, like as far as what happened to them in their past. Trust me, you wouldn't believe it.
Like one of them burnt with an iron. One of them jumped on by a stepdad. One of them scalded with hot water. Like these kids came from abusive situations. Like one of them stabbed,
molested, being raped, being left alone for days, where they had to fend for themselves, the things they've eaten, the place they've stayed, the family members that they trusted that turned out to be
molesters.
I mean, like, and again, this is young, like 6, 7, 8. These are kids, 5, 6. Like,
what do you do What do you do when you find out one of them 9 years old and been homeless for like 6 months, living on the street and ain't ate in about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Yeah, I mean,
at 9 years old.
and to get that to trust you, to get that young man to trust anybody after
that, and he's so
everything they've came through.
He's so violent, got so much aggression and anger pent up. He hates the world,
Yeah.
and you got to break that barrier and get him to understand that you're not like everybody. I'm not flirting. I appreciate it, Mr. Color. We know,
Appreciate you.
and just to get him to understand that you're not like everybody else. And like every word you say to him, he flying off the handle to the point where they want to medicate him because they think there's something mentally wrong with him.
They do medicate him.
So yeah,
They medicate. That's the other thing. Like when they get in that system, you're gonna be medicated. They're gonna find some way, some mental diagnose, some type of something. There's gonna be some medication packed
exactly.
because of a behavioral issue or something. If they're in a group home, they have some type of medication. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother.
Now all of a sudden everybody need medicine.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation as far as medication. Like, let's keep it like I said, let's keep it a band. We grew up.
Exactly, Erica. Like, and he loved me and Dimes, man.
We
Like,
just let him do his thing, man. Like, we had one cat, he just wanted to color.
that's it.
We let him color. We got him coloring books and like markers. Like, we did go over the top with the color book, crayons, markers. And but hey, it's cheap. You spend $10-$20 and the kid, you good with this dude. You sit him at the table, he's on top of the world. Let him do his thing. You ain't gotta worry about it.
And to this day,
keep him in the middle.
to this day, like whenever I stayed in Greensboro and I saw him, he be walking down the street, riding his bike. If I saw him, I pulled up on him. Hey, what you doing? He'll stop what he doing, pull his pants up. What's going on, Jay? What's going on, man? Like, he immediately tightened up whenever I saw him, because I still had that mutual respect whenever I saw him, anywhere I see him. And the crazy part is, I still keep in contact with them boys today.
Absolutely. Like
And it's been years later, I still keep in contact
I've
with
had
them.
several Facebook Messenger calls from. At first, I'm looking at the picture. It's like then when I see when they tell me, it's like, oh, I remember. Then they just hit me up saying, man, I appreciate what you did, man. You don't know They ask about you, ask about Mr. Key, they ask about. Well, depending on, because I work for a couple group homes, so it just depends on where I met them at in reference to who they ask about. Because I work with kids for a minute, so I've gotten at least 5 or 6 calls from grown-ups now who are established grown men with kids saying the experience that we had was that is a
Because I've been
that's a crazy feeling when you get that phone call from that kid that you used to.
Exactly.
Now they 20s and they got a kid and they doing good, got a job, and they let you know, man, appreciate you for doing what you did. And then and of course on the other end of that, you got some who don't make it. You got some who they go back to what they used to.
Exactly.
It's tragically. I know 2 that I've lost like that, but
It hurts.
That's just what they used to. They go back to, they get out from the group home and they don't have anywhere to go, because you get to a certain age.
You age out.
And if you don't have anywhere to go,
And that's why I
go
think,
back to what you know.
and that's why I think that, because we've been asked before, and I'm gonna let the count the bag. We've been asked before, because me and Dimes, we got all the certification, we got all the training. We've been asked before to open up a group home and start our own group home, and just that, to open up a service for when kids age out of the group home. It's something for them, so they don't, like you just said, we lose them back to the street. You know what I mean? So
There you go.
exactly. So
That's what Mr. just said. Exactly.
exactly. So we've been tossing around the idea. You know what I mean? Like I said, 'cause we got the certification, we got the training. So you never know what might happen in the future, man. Like I said, we've been tossing around the idea.
We definitely been messing with it.
You know what I mean? So you never know. You might look up and see a, Will Spotty 5 group home. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know what you never know. You know what I mean? Because we need somebody out here for these babies, man. Because we losing too many of them to the street, and we got too many of them that just working just for a paycheck, who don't care about them. And there's a lot of them that look like us.
A whole lot of them. I mean, and also that's true. I mean, there are a lot that look like us. There are a lot of kids out there, period, but there's a lot that look like us because of young parents having kids and it's just abandoning. They literally just abandon kids, or they leave them with family members, and then the family member that they leave them with ain't worth a damn. So the kids still might as well be on their own. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a hamster wheel. It's like the same cycle with certain kids. It's just different settings, different cities, different states, different hoods, different counties. Same cycle, but just different just different
And I
settings.
understand it. Like if you know you can't take care of your first kid,
Why get pregnant and have another one?
Well, at one point, because you can get taken care of. You can have 5-6 kids, you good. You can have 5-6 kids, you get you a couple $1,000 food stamps, couple of some other little government assistance, you good. You know what I'm saying? You save food stamps, take care, you live for free basically because of, government assistance there. Some apartment places, you know what I'm saying? Then you got, like I said, you have about 7 other kids, you taking care of it. So a lot of people was cool with that. That's why I said that the lady that's got 2 or 3 jobs can't stand the lady at home with 6 kids and doing that. They can't stand it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the dude. The man that's working 2 or 3 jobs hate that dude at home playing Xbox all day.
Yeah.
Can't stand it, man. I hate you.
Yeah. Yes. I know a young lady that's lost her life a week ago. She was 32 and living with 4 little boys. Oh, you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. 32, we should say 4 little boys,
And lost her life a week ago.
all under 5.
So now all them kids is going in it. So if a family member don't take them kids,
Take one of the sisters.
all them kids going in the system.
And then it's not a chance that they'll be. It's a high chance they'll be separated.
Exactly.
So they won't even go up together.
So what's the odds of one person taking 4?
Yeah, because it happens, but it's rare.
It's rare.
It's rare. You gotta find that.
And they all boys.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they'll be. I don't want to say packaged like that, but that's basically what it is. They'll be shown like, hey, these are 4 siblings, and they'll give the background, and hopefully, the right parent comes along and performs a miracle and takes all 4 of them. I mean, because you want to keep them all intact, they siblings, but that's the thing about the state, man. I've heard that story before where it's been several siblings who get taken by the state and want to go here, want to go here, want to go there, want to go there, and they all got to connect with each other as they get older through all types of passageways, and you know what I'm saying. If they don't, if the foster parents don't, or if the place that the kids leave don't tell, okay, yeah, this brother's in California, the sisters over here in Wisconsin, like. How do they keep up with each other? You know what I'm saying?
So you grew up your whole life not knowing you got a brother or
Not
sister?
even, you might not, depending on how old you are. If they ain't telling you, if you don't know, you don't know until some kind of way some information is passed, or maybe your foster parents, they'll know because of your file. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably tell you, you got 3-4 brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? But still, that's a lot.
Keep doing a great job, gentlemen. I'll be sure to follow your podcast and share it in my circle. Each one. I appreciate it, Ms. Williams.
Ms. Williams. We appreciate
I appreciate it, Ms. Williams.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, Ms. Williams, we appreciate you too because I think you was at the at the Democratic podcast that we did at JC. So we also appreciate your support for coming out and supporting us there too. So we really appreciate you, Ms. Williams.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just wow, man. Like we really gotta take back our youth, people, because we're losing them. And we're losing them quick and rapid. If we don't do it, ain't nobody gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's a real statement.
So right quick, I don't know if you've seen this on Facebook where the teacher, now supposedly this teacher, now when I first seen the video, I'm looking at this black dude, I forgot his name, Darius Cooks, I think is his name. I think, again, when I see the video, it's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he's crying because he's teaching the seniors class and they can't read. He basically gave them the answer to something and they still couldn't complete the task. They can't read, basically. And he's like literally boo-hoo crying about we graduating seniors, black kids who can't read. Now, of course, I knew for some odd reason someone was just telling me it was going to be some pushback on that video.
Mhm.
So, okay, yeah. So yes, I watch him cook. He's a good cook, and that's okay. So okay, yeah. So apparently he's a cook, or he does, social media videos.
Mhm.
And they said that I guess, he's a substitute teacher, or he has teacher credentials. Some kind of way he was teaching some kids. He administered the test. They couldn't read. So he put out this whole video about, basically boo crying, saying, man, our youth is failing. They can't read. What's going on? Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
A lot of videos came out saying that was false, as far as what he did was more staged than more accurate as far as the reading.
Mhm.
I like to politely disagree. I think he was spot on. I think just because his social media represents who he is on social media threw off that. Now, if there was an act, that's one thing, but I still think what he said was very true.
Mhm.
Meaning, a lot of these kids, man, he just started teaching. A lot of these kids, though, don't know how to read.
I agree.
They don't like. Everybody, I'm sure, has been at the grocery store, fast food. Your food is 12:07. You get him 20:07. That cash register go down, they gotta wait for a manager.
Or either grab a calculator.
If you don't give me my $8,
Or grab a phone. Hold on.
you know what I'm saying? Like and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just too many situations where we see where the youth, bro. Like man, something gotta happen. Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, I don't trust nothing that man says, and I haven't seen. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. See, I don't know nothing about the dude. I just seen the video where he was crying, talking about his kids stupid.
And I'm not laughing.
He didn't say it was stupid. That's basically what he was saying. He said his kids they couldn't read, but this is how he was. I just took the.
Hey, and you're right though, bro. Like, math confuses the dickens out of our youth, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you go, like you said, to the grocery store,
Man. Totally different color. Okay, see, Miss Williams said the same thing.
Well,
See, I reacted to the video. I didn't know who this dude was.
well, we're gonna do our research.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna do our
I was
research
just
on
going
Darius Cooks.
Now, what he said, I feel like still has merit regardless of him. Like, I know he might be or whatever, but still, what he said still
Well, Darius
holds
Cooks
some type of value.
sounds very interesting. We're gonna do our research.
Because everybody started flaming him after he dropped the video. It was Hawkeye, my man. They would hit the man with arrows from top of buildings.
Well, we gonna. Well, Darius Cooks, you on our bullseye, sir. We're gonna do our research on you, and you will be talking about one of our discussions.
So yeah, and again, I'm just saying what he said still holds merit because, like I said, we've all been in situations where we see it, or if you like, say if it's a board right here, and it's a group of us and a group of young people, and we got to read this thing to the end. I bet you we finish before they do. I bet you we'll walk off and they'll still be up here looking at that board.
You know,
I'm just saying, man.
you know how you was in trouble when it's just something simple as you might see a parking lot. You might be a sign that say "Don't park here," and they park there anyway.
They ain't the point about the parking is they get mad when they in trouble. That's what get me like, bro, you seen this big sign telling you don't park and now you mad because you get a ticket? How? How you mad at that?
Well, it's just a simple stuff that like lets you know that they have a problem with when they said no child left behind. They said at least made a minimum requirement.
Yeah, hey man, what man? I hate that no child left behind. So we just supposed to drag this dumbass over past the finish line? We just supposed to drag him? That's not cool, man. You supposed to just pull him over. He can't even spell his own name. We gonna pull it. We pulling him. That's who we want on our team.
It ain't no Wine Junior.
That's who we want on our team. Really? This the guy we pulling over the finish line? Nah, you go back to the back of the line and learn how to spell.
And we gotta do a better job with our youth, man.
Tripping, man. No child left behind. I don't like that.
Cause we setting our youth up for failure, man. Like,
Crazy.
we really setting them up for failure, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, It is crazy how this, and I blame it on the phones, man.
Absolutely. It is.
Man, I blame it on the phones. Like I say, I watch kids almost get hit by cars,
bro.
They so with their phone, they ain't watching what they're
I'm
going.
talking about just, yes,
like
on their phone, like you in life, you in the world. What you doing?
Life is going on around you.
Life is happening around you.
You got took out by this dude.
You almost died in the craziest way.
They stopped teaching them cursing and required this, bro. Like that, like you know how many kids don't know how to write in cursive right now.
Oh, they stopped teaching them. Man, listen, man. Now how did they require this? So what, they just e-sign and stuff now? Is that what we're doing? Like, cause that's crazy. The fact that you can't write in cursive, you just print your name on a document. You just
sign here. So when you touch it, it curses your name for you, probably.
That is so crazy. Probably.
Got an e-sign?
Yeah, got an e-sign. Hey, can you sign your name? What do you mean? Like cursive? Because that matters. Like, nah, man, just put an X right there, bro. We good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's terrible, bro. Like, that, like I said, man, I just feel like, listen, education has clearly fell off. Now, are they still exceptional people? Absolutely. They're still smart people. That's what they do. They print. They don't write cursive no more.
I mean,
like, you sign a contract, like kids in 2026, when they sign their contract, they print their name.
I mean, come on, man. Like, we in trouble. We can't spell SAT.
You know, spell them like you tell them to write the name in cursive. Yeah, they don't know what that means.
You mean write it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they have no idea what cursive, but they seen it before. They think it's pretty. Tell them to write the name in cursive. They don't know where to start. I remember writing cursive, but I remember with the stencils. I remember the paper with the
big old lines.
Yeah, with
there was a blue line, a dotted red line, and another blue line.
Man,
every day was a different cursive letter.
Bro, I had a stencil that had the cursive letters in it that you could, you know what I'm saying? Like all that, man, that was the thing. Now y'all don't even use cursive no more.
I don't think they use pencils no more, man.
Just the
I mean,
man, what a man, boy. It's just.
I was told a teacher his students were failing. He was failing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
it's hard.
His students were failing, and he was failing the students.
But it's hard to connect.
I completely agree with
that. But you know what? It's hard to connect when you 3 years younger than your teacher. Y'all in the same damn peer group. Because you fresh out of school, 22, 23, and you teaching the damn senior class, and your senior's 18. Y'all hang out together. Y'all in the same peer group. Y'all listen to the same music.
It's definitely a respect thing. Like that's a these days type thing.
Exactly.
Because younger teachers was teaching old.
My teachers was old.
You know what I'm saying? It's old. So these days, excuse me, we had a couple young substitutes that would come in.
Man, I had a coach for substitute. I ain't gonna call her name because she might be in glory right now. Yeah. We all had that coach substitute.
Yeah, we had a couple. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I know Mr. Cooper is, and shout out Mr. Cooper is in glory right now. He was always a cool sub. But yeah, he was young though. You know what I'm saying? But that was, the substitutes was young people. Teachers were old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Old, gritty teachers. Been around for years.
Exactly. I'm talking about that teacher that was so old, well, she took her driving test on a dinosaur.
Man, what, bro? I'm talking about
it's
old teacher.
Old teacher. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all time, man. Like, shout out to the Mixx Network for having us.
Shout out to the Mixx Network, man.
There was an older man, he's now banned from teaching. What'd he do?
He is now, see. Now it comes down, humans, they're still humans now. Humans are still humans, and some humans you can't trust. Some humans is perverts and creeps. Just keep call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who these guys are. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like they wearing I'm a pervert shirts. You know what I'm
saying? They need to.
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like if you're a pervert or a pedophile, you should be labeled. Like I feel like if you're a pedophile, you should have like one of those comic boxes over your head.
You remember when back in the old days, if you the damn scarlet letter. You put
yeah. Put a P on your shirt.
You put a P on your shirt.
Pedophile. Big P over here. I don't care what you got on.
Like that fat form shirt.
That fat form. It was a pedo.
Hey, well, you know what? As always, man. Black ice, dimes, Will Spark You Five Podcast.
Appreciate y'all time as always.
Shout out to our boy Ramos,
Shout out Ramos.
Milkbone Jones,
Milkbone Jones.
the Mixx Network.
Mixx Network.
This has been Bet 10 on Black, the Mixx Network, for having us on their platform, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. More to come, man. We got a lot more in store, man. Like I said, every Wednesday, join Dimes on the Hump. Every Friday at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Every Friday at 7:30. Join me on One Man, One Mic. Saturday, who knows what's going to happen on
Saturday, we got some things in making, man.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday is the squad.
It's the squad,
Every
man. We
Sunday
all
is Saturday.
together.
We got the squad.
As y'all can see, we back in the lab. So tune in for more to come, man. We got a lot of people rocking with us. We got a lot of projects in the works,
Absolutely.
man. Like I said before, we actually working on the documentary. What was the name of that?
We was going with Life After Lockup, but that's been taken, so we had our own twist on it. But we got some guys who's done a lot of time, whether it was Fed or state time, and just want to tap in with them as far as their experience and how it was getting out and readjusting to the world. And that'll probably be shot in studio as well. We forgot the name we had for it. But because I guess we all know Life After Lockup specials have all been named so we got our own name and our own spin on it. So
Exactly.
got that coming.
We got guys who did, like you said, did time ranging from 14 to 25 years. State time, AFA time. And this is just more geared towards letting the youth know it ain't all fun and games out here, man. And these guys' name ain't on no paperwork. These guys ain't no snitches. These guys did their time.
Did they time.
10 toes, did their time, man. And I'm pretty sure they was given opportunities to get out, but they went on and did what they had to do, man. And they back in society. And I think it's really gonna touch home because it ain't people that you can see on TV or across the world. It's people that's right here from the local area.
About that, Erica, actually, Black was thinking about changing up as far as the time because we know it's football season, and we already know how they go. We from here too. We already know what time it is. So it may be a new time for the One Man, One Mic. I thought let my man, fill everybody in on that because we definitely. Oh
yeah, he right. So One Man, One Mic might be switched to another night because it is football season. You're right. One Man, One Mic will be switched to another night. I will post it on Facebook on what night I will be going live because I know we all football heads and people will be at the game and stuff like that. So we'll be switched to another night. I will make it known, make a post on what night I will be going live. So I appreciate that, Erica. But yeah, man. Y'all be cool, man. We appreciate everybody tuning into the Mixx Network, man. Like I said, more to come, man.
Shout out to Mixx Network, man. We back in the studio.
And like it is, man. Feel good.
Back in the studio, man.
And like I always say, man, if you see me on the freeway, baby, don't pass. Put them on the glass, and be careful what you say to people, because you never know if the last thing you say was the last thing you say.
Hey, man, y'all know me, man. I keep it simple, man. Smell your jelly beans, people. Smell your jelly beans.
You know what? It's a lot of cameras in here, man. So I'm sorry we were looking everywhere, man. But
hey, I love it. I'm all over the place with it.
You know what I'm saying? And